Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what we do over here. Welcome to Lisa's Real Spill. And as y'all know what we do over here, we just keep it real. We keep it simple, but we keep it real. I hope everybody is doing great. As for myself, I'm doing marvelous. What's going on, good people? Yes, and your girl is back with another one. Listen, before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe. A lot of y'all be watching me, but y'all not subscribed to the channel. I'm gonna start putting this on subscriber only mode, where only the subscribers will be able to, make comments and stuff. Come on, let's hit that subscribe button. You already watching me, hit the subscribe button. Evidently, you like what I'm putting down. You catching what I'm throwing. So hit that subscribe button. Make sure it says all, so that when I go live, you will get notified. What's going on, good people? I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody is in good spirits, doing well, you know, keeping your head on a swivel. Yes. Listen, I titled this. What did I title this, y'all? I titled this, It Doesn't Last Forever. We're gonna go into this a little deep. We're gonna go deep diving into this. It doesn't last forever. Let's talk about it. Want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. Listen, it doesn't. It doesn't last forever. I don't know why my thing acting up. 1 minute, my camera is doing good, and then the next minute, it's acting up. I don't understand. I don't get it. But anywho, let's talk about it. You know, we have some things in our life that we want to last forever, right? Like relationships. Like if you are married or something. I know for me, I would want my marriage to last forever. Okay? And I know some of y'all are like that. That you want your relationship to last forever. It don't always do, but I want to talk about that. The reason why I feel like things don't plan out the way we want it. I think because we go in it assuming that it's not going to work out, or assuming that something's going to happen, right? And I think when we do that, that's what puts that put that jinx on it. Is when we already thinking in our minds that, you know, yeah, I'm feeling him. I want to be with him. Or you marry him and you want your marriage to last forever. But in the back of your mind, you got doubts and stuff going on. And I think that's what messes us up, because we go in it thinking, already having doubt in our head that it can't last forever, right? Instead of us saying, hi Cassandra, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. I'm glad to see you. Y'all subscribe to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. You're going to love it. You're going to like what I'm putting down. You're going to catch what I'm throwing. And we're going to grow and evolve and become better people. Believe that. And all. So let me finish telling y'all. So like in a relationship, I think that's what happens to some people, is that they go in it and they think that it can't last forever. But it can. And where the jinx come in at, where we put the jinx on our own stuff, is just assuming that it's not going to work, or it's not going to last forever. You know what I mean? When you thinking of something like that, you have already dimmed it. You have already jinxed it. You understand what I'm saying? When you already up in your head thinking that it can't last, it won't last. He's going to do something to mess it up, or she's going to do something to mess it up. You know? And some of us go into things about money. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want a guy who's broke, right? But let's be real. Let's look at reality. of things. Let's look at the reality of things. When you go into something, hi Callie, when you go into something, you, some of us already got on our mind what we going into this for. Now, some of us are not honest with that partner, right? But we go in it wanting something, right? Some of us want the money. We want somebody wealthy with money. Let me tell you something. Money will make you happy only for a certain amount of time. It's not going to last. If you strictly about money and that's all you got on your mind is that man's money or that woman's money, it's not going to last forever. It's not. It's not. It's not going to last. Money do not last forever. My baby sister is on Gen Z. Oh, okay. Your baby sister said 67. But anyway, so we we got to think about reality, being reality, putting, like, thinking reality, right? Like I hear some people say they want a wealthy man. They want a man with money. Okay. It's nothing wrong with that. But let's be clear about something. Do you have the money that you want your man to have? Right? Because some people be saying, "Oh, I want my man to have, millions of dollars." But you don't even have millions of dollars. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say let's look at reality. You don't even have that kind of money, but you want your man to have that kind of money. And it's nothing wrong with it, but you're in it for the money. You're not in it because you want it to last forever. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to be mindful of that. That things can last forever if you allow it to last forever. And if you get it in your mind that you with this person because you want to be with them forever. But nowadays, some of us are getting into things for the wrong reasons. We really are. Most of us, we got money on our mind. Or we don't even aim for getting somebody who's going to respect us, right? That's going to treat us with respect and, and love us unconditionally. Some people not even looking for that no more. It's they looking for somebody with that's wealthy for his money. And let's be clear about something. Even if you find that person that's got money and they deal with you, let me tell you something. A lot of times, a person already know if you after them for their money. They already know that. Don't think they stupid now. Don't think you running game. People, listen, when you going after somebody because they got money, they already know that's why you there. They know it. And yeah, they'll wine and dine you to get what they want. Once they find out you after them for their money, they not looking for something to last with you forever. They gonna wine and dine you and get what they want too. And then they gonna go about their business. So don't get played trying to play. Don't end up getting played because you trying to play. You know? Because that's how it works out a lot of times. You end up, some people end up playing itself. You know? But I just wanted to touch on that a little bit. But I also wanted to go into this. This is the subject I really wanted to go into. Is that when we go into something, right? We sometimes we hit bumps and stuff, right? But let's be clear about something. We might hit a bump, but it doesn't last forever. You know how we have thunderstorms, tornadoes and stuff? Storms, but the storms doesn't last forever. That's just like in life, right? In our lives, we have storms, But those storms don't last forever. They come and they go. They come and they go. And a lot of times, the storm is there because you are being tested. You are being tested. That's why that storm is there. Because you are being tested. Because let's be clear about something. You telling the creator that you doing this, and you that, and you the other. Right? So sometimes the creator will throw something at you to test you, to see where your faith at. Because some of us say we believe and we have the faith. So, of course, the creator want to see just how strong your faith is and just how much you believe in the creator. So sometimes we are being tested. A lot of times we are being tested. But some of us get upset, we get mad because we just feel like it's not going right in your favor. You know what I mean? That's how some of us start to feel like, damn, this ain't going right. And the first thing some of us want to do is throw our hands up. We ready to give up. We ready to give up because that storm came, and and because it came, it kind of stagnated you. It kind of shook you, and it made you nervous. It made you upset. That's because we don't be looking at things right. Sometimes you got to look at things with your spiritual eye, that third eye. Sometimes you got to look at things through that, right? Because, like I said, sometimes we are being tested. We are being tested because a lot of times the creator want to see just how strong your faith really is, and do you look upon him? Is your faith that strong? Whereas though when that storm hits you, right? Are you going to give in, or are you going to keep pushing forward? You see what I'm saying? And that's what he be wanting to see. He be wanting to see if we gonna push, if we gonna keep pushing forward, or are we gonna just give up and throw our hands up? Because that's what some people do. Some people throw their hands up and give up because they get agitated. Yes, you get a little agitated when a storm hits you. You know, when something happens with you trying to do whatever you trying to do, right? But you don't give up. You keep pushing forward. And sometimes that happens, a storm come in because the creator is trying to shift you to go another way. He trying to shift you to go another way because he trying to show you your calling. You might be on one track, but he might want you to go on another track. So yeah, he throws something in there, not for you to give up, but for you to keep pushing forward and saying, he wants you to say, I wonder why that happened. But keep pushing forward. Don't throw your hands up and give up. Because now you have shut everything down. Okay, you done blew everything by you throwing your hands up, giving up. You done blew everything now. Don't ever stop and give up. Always tell yourself, oh, it's just a storm. It's going to pass. This too shall pass. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times, God is trying to get our attention because maybe you going one way, but he wants you to go another way. So yeah, he throws something in there, not for you to give up, but he trying to shift you where he needs you to be, where he wants you to be. You see what I'm saying? So you got to, it's all in the way how you look at things and how you look at them, and how can I put it? It's all in the way we look at things, how we look at things, how we break them down and stuff. That's what depends on if you're gonna stick and stay or not. But some of us, we look at things the wrong way. And because we look at things the wrong way, we want to throw our hands up and give up. Instead of saying, oh no, 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 I'm gonna stick and stay. No matter what happened, I'ma stick and stay. I'ma ride this one out. I'm riding it out. I'm not giving up. That's the mindset you gotta have, right? And that's something that a lot of us got to work on is our mindset. Because the mindset, let me tell you, it's sharp. Oh boy, when you get that mindset right, it's sharp. You heard me? And when you going through something, the mindset helps you to go through it, right? But when you your mindset not right, we have a tendency of wanting to throw our hands up and quit. Cause we get upset because a storm hit us. A storm come in. So then we want to give up. You're not supposed to give up. That's the last thing you want to do is give up. You want to keep pushing forward. You want to keep pushing forward. And that's why I tell people it's so important to work on your mindset, right? Because when you get your mindset together, you look at things so different. And it won't affect you the way it do. Like say for instance, let me give you an example. Say for instance, I open up a new business, but a storm hits me. Okay? Something happens with me opening up my business. Okay? And then hello. Hi Shima. Hi Rosetta. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for tapping in with me. I appreciate you. Please subscribe to the channel. But yeah, but so oh, I start a business and some things start happening, that I'm not expecting to happen. And I'm like, oh man, why is this happening to me? Right? Now, if I got my mindset right, I'm not going to give up. That's the last thing I'm going to do is give up. I'm going to keep pushing forward. But when you don't have your mindset right, the first thing you want to do is throw your hands up. You want to throw your hands up, you want to give up. And that's not what you do. You don't do that. You don't want to give up. That's the last thing you want to do with people is give up. You want to keep pushing forward and keep pushing forward. You know? Damn words, Tory face. What? Hello. Hello, Mr. Buddy. How are you? But, and so we have to be, your mindset is very, very important. It really is. Because your mindset helps you to look at things different than what you normally would. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to have your mindset right. Because a lot of times when things happen, we react to things because of our mindset. Does that make sense? We react to things like, say for instance, I'm trying to think of something I can use for an example. Uh, Damn, what can I use? Say for instance, something happens, right? Anything. Say something happened with you, and it makes you upset, but you spazzing out and everything, right? Because of the way you looking at the situation, you are spazzing out and going crazy, right? But now, later on in life, that same situation can happen to you again. But because you have changed your mindset, right? Now you're looking at this situation different. And it's not affecting you the same way it did the last time. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's important for us to have our mindset right, because things won't affect you. Things won't affect you if your mindset if you got your mindset right. Things won't affect you so badly. And you will get to a point where you look at things differently. You understand? Because I think that plays a big part in how we react, is how we look at things. right? How we map things out to our in our head. And I think that is how it comes out. If you can't think of things and like and look at them in different perspectives, what ends up happening is that that particular issue takes over you. You loses control. You lose control over it. And it ends up taking over you. You know? Oh, I was just asking, but yeah, male's session. No, this not a male session. I'm just having a conversation with my subscribers. It's not a male session. It's for this channel is for males and females. Okay? And so yeah, we have to I just think that's important for us to work on that. How we, when something happened to us, we need to practice looking at it from different perspectives. Because that way you won't, you know, uh you won't respond to it in a negative way if you just stop for a minute and look at it in different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that's important. I think that's very important for us to be mindful of how we look at things instead of just spazzing out. As soon as something happened, we spazzing out. Because a lot of people do that. A lot of people spaz out when they when something happened to them. And I think it's because of the way it's because your mindset, the way your mindset is at that time. That's why you end up spazzing out when something happens, you know? But like the mindset I'm in now, a lot of things don't affect me. A lot of things don't upset me, right? Because when something happens, usually I'm like, damn, why I wonder what made that happen, I start like breaking things down, you know, because I feel like everything happens for a reason. That's just how I see it. Everything happens for a reason. So when certain things happen in my life, I'm already saying to myself, damn, what's going on? Why did that happen? You know? And like I said, the creator sometimes you're not on the path the creator wants you on. So what happens? Sometimes he throws stuff in there. He creates storms to get you to shift in a different direction. So if things like that happens, it really do, you know. And I'm gonna tell you something else that we got to get out of. We got to stop being so caught up in bullshit. Some of us are so caught up in bullshit. That's why we can't uh, elevate, evolve, grow, right? Because some of us are addicted to bullshit. Let me explain. Some of us love negativity. We really do. Some of us love negativity, right? And that's what we build ourselves up around. Negative shit. That's why some of us, we can't get nowhere. Some of you sit back and your life, it seems like it's not moving. It seems like you at a standstill. But you at that standstill because of you. See, if you continue to build yourself, if you continue to have negativity in your life, and that's what you take in all the time, you're not going to see too much good come out of your life because you always taking in negativity. Oh yeah. Some of us are always taking in negativity. And that's where we spend most of our time at, taking in negativity. And that's bad. That's bad. Because that negativity ain't going to do nothing for you. Nothing. I'm here to tell you. Taking in a lot of negativity is not going to do a damn thing for you. Excuse me, y'all. I was taking a little sip. Yeah. Taking in a lot of negativity, it ain't going to do nothing for you. I'm here to tell you. I try to enlighten people and wake people up so they can kind of understand what's going on. But negativity is the worstest thing that you can consume because it does nothing for you. It does nothing for you but create drama, chaos, and confusion. That's all negativity do for you. What's good? What good? What kind of good stuff come out of negativity? Y'all let me know. Cause don't a damn thing good come out of it. And that's for sure, for sure. Nothing comes out of negativity. But a lot of us, that's all we take in. And then we wonder why life is not working in our favor. That's why. Because all you take in is negativity. You don't take in no good vibes. And when you listen, when you taking in a bunch of negativity, guess what happens? It messes with your frequencies. It messes with your energy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It sure enough does. It messes with your energy and stuff. And a lot of times when you taking in a lot of negativity, y'all can answer that. You don't feel right. And let me tell you something, it's addictive. It's addictive. You find yourself like it's a lot of people that I've talked to that be on this internet and they said they had to take a break from the internet because all they was doing was taking in negativity. They got so they get on the internet and run straight to some negative shit. Hmm. And they had got to a place where as though they couldn't stop themselves. And that's the problem with some of us. We are addicted to negativity. It's the reason why we can't change our life. Because we addicted to negativity. And that's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good at all. But some of us are. And some of us play that role like we not. But for real, we are. Hmm. That's not good. For real. I know so many people like that, that all they do is take in negativity. I don't see how you could do it. I can't do it. I cannot take in negativity. I can't do it. It affects my energy, it affects my spirit and everything. I stopped looking at TV. I don't hardly look at movies no more. I used to always look at TV. The LMN, the Lifetime and stuff. Yeah, that was me at one time. I used to always look at TV and stuff. But the negativity was affecting my spirit. And I started noticing that shit. I started noticing some things. Yeah. I got rid of my TVs and stuff. I don't even look at that stuff no more. Yeah. I don't even have a TV in my house. I sure don't. I sure don't. Nope. And I got certain channels that I go to where I get news from, to keep up with the news and stuff. But other than that, I don't mess with all that stuff, cause that stuff affects your spirit. It does. It affects a lot of that stuff. Affects your spirit, your energy and stuff, and your frequencies. And that's why I don't mess with it. I don't mess with the television no more and stuff. Looking at all that mess, cause it's gonna affect you. It really do. But you can't tell people nothing though. That's what's crazy sometimes. You can't tell people shit. You be trying to tell them something, that could change their life, and they don't be trying to hear it, you know? What I do is I put whatever I'm going to talk about, I put it out there. Whoever grab it, they grab it. Whoever don't, they don't. Hey, it don't bother me. It don't. Because I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So it don't bother me if you don't, want to change your life and become a better person. Mm-mm. One thing I learned, you can't make people do nothing. It's up to them at the end of the day, what they gonna do, you know? You can't make nobody do nothing. So, I leave people where they at. I ain't got time for it. The last thing I'm gonna do is be going back and forth with somebody trying to make them a better person when they don't want to be a better person. Because that's a problem too that some of us got. We don't want to be good people. Some people don't want to be good people. And you have to accept things for what they really are and not for what you want them to be. I learned that a long time ago. Motherfuckers, man, some motherfuckers don't want to be good people. They like being who they are. A very negative person. You know? Some people like that shit, man. And hey, you can have it. You can have it. Trust me. I'm not going to try to stop you. You can have it. Because I feel like a lot of us should be doing better than what we do. But some people just don't have that shit in them. They don't want to be better people. That's the sad part, is that some people don't want to be good people. They so hooked to that negative lifestyle. Seriously, no bullshit. Yeah. They want to be caught up in the BS all the time, the negativity. And then they wonder why their life sucks. That's why. Because that's all you take in is negativity. You don't take in no positive vibes. So, hey, it is what it is. You hear me? It is what it is. To each his own. Huh. To each his own. I done learned so much, and I'm still learning. I'm 55 years old. I'm still learning. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. It really, really is a beautiful thing. Yeah. I'm learning, and I'm still learning. And see, that's what it takes. It takes for people to be open-minded, right? Some of us are closed-minded people, and it's just the truth. I ain't trying to comfort nobody, but hey, I'm going to speak truth on this channel. And the problem with some of us is that we are addicted to negativity. We are. And I know some of you don't believe that could be an addiction, but it is. Let me enlighten you. It is. When you're somebody who's used to taking in nothing but negativity, that's all you chase on the internet is negativity. Yeah, it becomes an addiction. Like, for real. But you know, to each his own. For those of you that want to change your life, you'll change it. For those of you that don't, oh well. Oh well. Yeah. It's crazy though. It is. It's crazy out here. But it can be better. It can get better if you make it better. You know what I mean? It's all up to you. I tell people that all the time. It's all up to you and what you want to do. Right? Stop letting people influence you in a direction you really don't want to go in. Stop looking for validation from other people. That's a problem for some people too. They look for validation from others. Like, seriously, you know? Stop that shit. Start looking within yourself. Because that's where the power at. It's in you. It's in you. Hear me when I say this. The power is in you. You have the power to do anything that you want to do. Let me repeat that. You have the power to do anything that you want to do. It's in you. The power is in you. And that's something that we have to, you know, we have to come to grips with, is that the power is within you. You ain't got to go looking for it. It's right there in you. But let me tell you something. You know what happens? And I'm going to get off here in a few minutes. You know what happens to some of us? We can't find that umph in us. We can't find that power within us because we got too much going on within us. Some of us got trauma that we carry around. Some of us are broken and damaged. You know what I mean? So with those things going on, it's hard for you to how can I put it? It's hard for you to um I'm trying to think of how I can put it, y'all. It's hard for you to be able to tap in. There we go. Tap into the power that's in you. All right, because it's there. It's there. It's sitting there. It's sitting there waiting on you. It's sitting there looking at you. Like, when is they going? When are they going to recognize what's going on within them? When are they going to recognize what's going on with their inner self? When are they going to recognize this shit? I'm telling you, you had the power to do whatever it is that you want to do. You just got to learn how to tap into it. And what happens is when we're broken and damaged and we dealing with trauma, right? When we have trauma that's hanging around in our inner self, okay? That's what keeps you from being able to tap into your power. I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about because I've been there and I've done that, okay? You have superpowers in you. Whoa, ain't nobody ready for that. Don't nobody want to talk about that. You have superpowers in you. You just got to learn how to tap into it. That's why it's so important to get on a healing journey, right? Because when you get on that healing journey, it's a process. And it's something that you stay on. You don't get on it for a while and then say, oh, forget that, I'm tired of that. No, you stay on it so that you can discipline yourself. You can discipline yourself and get yourself on the right track and start embracing the right things to take in. You know, that's what that's for. so you can embrace, you know, in tap in, excuse me, so you can tap into your power, right? But the problem is when you get on that healing journey, you are going to heal from a lot of things. Traumas, you're going to recognize your trauma. You're going to heal from that. Okay? Once you start healing, you're going to find out that, damn, I do have power within myself. You're going to start to recognize a lot of things about you. But the problem with some of us is that we don't recognize those issues because we got too much going on that's distracting us, right? We got too much shit going on that's distracting us. That's keeping us from tapping into that superpower that's in us. It's there. We all have it. The creator gave it to us. We just don't believe enough. We don't believe enough in ourselves. We don't have the confidence for ourselves. We don't have the love for ourselves. This is the issue. This is why we can't tap into that power. That's why it's so important to get on your healing journey. I've been on it. I've been on my healing journey for, oh my goodness. I know it's been 20 years or more. Yeah. But it's been a beautiful journey. I wouldn't trade it in for nothing in the world because I have learned so much, right? From talking to other people, helping them with their healing journeys and stuff like that. I have learned so much because I'm a very transparent person, right? I know how to listen when need be, and I know when to open up my mouth when need be. You see what I'm saying? I know these things. That's what makes me good at what I do. You see what I'm saying? That's what makes me good at what I do. Because I know when to shut down and be quiet and listen to other people. And then I know when to open up and teach. See, you can't teach and help other people if it's all about you. If you making everything all about you. You can't, it's impossible for you to be able to help other people when at the end of the day, everything is about you. You understand? You just can't do that. How you gonna recognize what's going on with people and what they going through if you never give them a chance to talk? Like seriously. But like I said, I'm gonna touch a lot of people in the world. I'm gonna touch a lot of people in the world. Watch. Watch and see what I tell you. I'm gonna touch a lot of people in the world. Excuse me. I'm gonna change a lot of people. I'm gonna have people loving themselves and everything. Watch and see what I tell you. It's gonna be phenomenal. And I'm gonna tell you, this thing that I'm into now, it's gonna grow, and it's gonna grow to the point where as though I'm gonna be able to have a meet and greet every year. I'm gonna be able to have a meet and greet where we all come together, right? We all come together as a group and we meet each other, talk to each other. I'm gonna set it up where as though maybe one year we'll go on a cruise. The next year we'll go do something else. The next year we'll do something. You know what I mean? And once it take off, I'm gonna do this more than just once a year. And what I'm gonna start doing from there is that I'm gonna buy a piece of land, and whoever wants to come and help get the land together, and they want to stay on there with me, is more than welcome. You understand? Like I'm gonna really set this up and go for it. I'm gonna go for it because I have what it takes. I have the knowledge and the wisdom. And I'm not bragging on myself. Don't get it twisted or messed up. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling the facts. I have what it takes. I've been there. I've been through everything that I'm teaching today. I have been there. I have went through it. I'm not teaching something that I ain't been through. I'm a recovering addict. I've been clean over 20 years. All praises to the Creator. But I've been clean over 20 years, okay? And man, it's been a beautiful journey. It's been a beautiful journey. No joke. So I know I have what it takes to put people where they need to be. Their mindset and stuff. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I know about a lot of stuff, like finances. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but I do know, about money, you know? So, like I said, in this group that I'm creating now, we're going to be learning so much stuff, right? But the thing that we will be working on is healing our inner self, rebuilding our inner self. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a beautiful thing. Like I said, when people first start out, they be angry, when they find out certain things. They be angry and hurt. But after that, after you get past all that, you're going to see that um, it was all worth it. You're going to feel better and everything. Like seriously, you're going to realize that that healing journey is a beautiful thing to be on. And it's just going to help you become a better you. That's all. That's something you really want to do. I ain't trying to force nobody to do nothing they don't want to do. But I think it's very important for us to heal our inner self. Because that's what's stopping a lot of us. That's what's holding a lot of us back. Is that we're broken and we're damaged. And we need to heal from traumatizing things. Right? We really need to heal. That's why some people do the things they do. Because they broken and they damaged. And they need to heal. That ain't nothing but facts. That stuff affects you in a lot of ways. You know how people be on the internet and they be trolling? Yeah, that's because they're broken and damaged. And they need to heal. That's why people be doing that. On the internet trolling people. Like, come on. I could see if you was doing it playing around or something like that. That's something different. But to actually be on here trolling people, like, come on. And that's because a lot of people are broken and damaged. And see, the internet lets you do things and you get away with it. That's what that is. That's the problem with that whole thing. Is that the internet allows you to come on here and you can get behind an avatar and do all kinds of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, you can get on here and do all kinds of bullshit, and then you okay with it because nobody was able to see you, right? Because you won't put your picture up, so nobody's seen you, and nobody know who you are. Like, seriously. But like I always say, to each his own. Listen, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, and I'm getting out off of here. You gotta get to a point where as though you want better for yourself. Yeah, you have to, make up in your mind that you want to change and become a better you. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, is that you want to open up and be open and honest and heal. Rebuild yourself from the inside out. And one more thing, be consistent with it and be open and honest with it. That loyalty. Mm, 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 mm. That loyalty is something else. And like I said, people are quick to say, oh, I'm loyal. I'm a loyal type of motherfucker, right? But are you loyal to yourself? That's the questions you want to ask yourself. Are you loyal to yourself? Right? Because we will aim and go hard trying to prove to somebody else that we love them, right? That we love them and that we loyal to them and we there ride or die. We will break our neck trying to prove that to somebody else. But at the end of the day, are you loyal to yourself? Have you stopped trying to get validation from other people? You can get validation within yourself. You see how that works? Have you started to love you instead of loving other people? Because some of us do that. We tell other people we love them, this and that, and the other. But then you don't, you know what I mean? It's like, so, I just trying to give y'all something to think about. Are you loyal to yourself? Do you love yourself? Do you appreciate yourself? Do you have confidence within yourself? Come on, somebody. These are the things that's important. These are the things that's important. So you can become a better you. Huh. Like I said, some of us, we got ears for everything but the right thing. And that's the truth. We got ears for everything but the right thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's how it be. But some of us got to come about that. And better for them too. Yeah. So, I just wanted to tell y'all that. Oh, I done stayed on here too long. I was only supposed to be on here about 30 minutes. Now, I done went past my 30-minute mark. But it's okay. It's okay. I wanted to share that with y'all. When I come on here, I'm coming with a lesson and a blessing. You know, because I love y'all for real. And I want to see people just be the best version of themselves. That's what it's about. You know, it's about learning how to love you and accept you in spite of anything else. Learning to love yourself and accept you for who you are. And then once you get to that point, the things that you don't like about yourself, then you can work on changing them. You see how that works? But you just can't just, running up on, running up on people and how can I put it? That's not a good way of putting it. Uh, damn. That's not a good way of putting it. I was trying to think of a different way to put it, but that's okay. It'll come back to me. But yeah, you know. I love seeing people elevate and evolve and grow. I really do. I really do. And you know, so yeah. So that's how things go, y'all. You know, it's all up to you at the end of the day and what you want to do with you. You know, it's just that simple. It's all up to you. How they say the ball is in your court. It's up to you and how you play it. You understand? I just want y'all to remember that you got the power in you. You got the power in you. You don't have to go looking for it or none of that. You got the power in you. Oh yeah. You got the power in you. The thing of it is that we have to work on our inner self so that we can tap into that power. It's there. I'm getting ready to go, y'all. I love y'all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. And I'll be back with another one. I'll holla.